All right, Uncle Dave fans, this trip we're going to go out east. We're going to go to the ocean, do a little ocean fishing. My brother's going to come up and join us with his son, and we're going to go out and we tried to do a little tuna fishing, the giant tuna fishing on the first day. It just didn't turn out real well. We caught some bait. You'll see we catch lots of bait, but we marked one big old tuna, but we just didn't get the tuna to turn on. But now the next day, we go out, we're into striper fishing. And I'm telling you what, now me and Brenda got into stripers pretty heavy. We loaded, I think we boat probably 5 fish in this video, and we hooked several more. But anyway, the view is perfect. We're in the ocean. We're going to show you something that you probably haven't seen before out there. We're in Gloucester, Massachusetts, right there on the coast, and we're right out in the ocean. So I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, Uncle Dave fans, be careful out there. The COVID is still here, so protect yourselves. We know we've got it on the airport, probably on the way back, as we was delayed for about 8 hours in New York. So protect yourselves. It's still out there. All right, here we go fishing now. Come on, this is what a striper looks like, okay? All right, here we are. There's me and my wife, my brother and his son on a day of tuna fishing. Okay, like I said, we're going out of Gloucester Harbor, and they'll tell you where to park at and everything. Actually, our first day would look like this. Nobody was going out in the fog, man. They just had to rely on your radar and stuff, and ours happened to be broken. Hey, Brenda, here we are at the East Lighthouse, and we are in Gloucester, Massachusetts. There's my nephew Nate up there.
Gloucester.
And there's the lighthouse. Awesome trip. He's got a lot right there. Oh, look, that's a nice one. Right there. Did you get it on film there, Mom? That's a nice lobster. Well, during the fog, it gave us a chance to do a little sightseeing, and we went out and found a good place to have some lunch and really enjoyed a good seaside lunch. It was really a delicious lunch we had, and old Nate, my nephew, he decided to go ahead and get a whole lobster, and it was really good. We had a good time. All right, here we are. Next day now, we're ready to go out there, and we're ready to do this tuna fishing, so here we go. It was a nice day, a beautiful ride out there. During the bait fishing, we caught several different types of fish. I mean, it wasn't ones we could keep, but it was interesting to see the different type of fish come up. We caught a lot of whitefish, a lot of whitefish. Aunt Brenda just cranking away. We're fishing 150 foot of water, and it's a long ways down here. We all catching. See, I mean, I don't know how many whitefish we've caught. I'm sitting here in a tough place today, but it's probably close to over 100, maybe 200. I don't even know. We caught cod. We caught the whiteys. Yeah, there's Brenda's whitey. Well, we're still waiting on the tuna. No tuna marks. But there's our captain. Yep. And our first mate's over here. Yep, that's George. We're having quite a time. So it's just one fish after the other after the other. All right, the day come in, no big tuna, and we get to see a nice sailboat on the way back in, and the closing of another day, and say goodbye to my brother and his son Nate. All right, here it is Sunday morning. We're headed out again, do some striper fishing. Okay, we're out here on the boat with Captain John again, Uncle Dave fishing. You see, we're catching us some mackerel. We're getting quite a few of them. They're right here, snagging them up. We're using a little like dolly rod rig. He said, Brenda drops her down there about 3 foot or so. Locks her up and waits just a second. Bound it a couple times and watch for the pole to move. Yep, there it goes. She's got them on there. Here she comes. And this is how you catch mackerel for bait.
It's like the old days.
Look at that. Look at that.
Like
2 and 3 at a time. Sometimes they will fall off.
Yep. No, you don't have to. Just give me the weight.
But that's cool. And here's a different bait fish we caught. This is a pollock. That is what they make fish sticks out of there at the Gordon factory. And this is what a mackerel looks like close up. They're really pretty green. They're so bright and so active, and they're really feisty in the water. They just swim so fast, and especially when something's after them, they really get to going. And you see what we had. We had a whole tank full of them. We did a really good job catching bait. And there's where we're going to get the stripers, around those big old rocks up there like, yeah, with the birds on them like that and stuff. We had all kind of cormorants and seagulls, all kind of stuff was around us. All right, here's our little mackerel up close. Brenda's showing him. They're getting him all hooked up, ready for fishing. Out here, Brenda's hooked up with, we think, a striper. And it might be just might be a pretty good one.
Shot is bass fishing.
Here we go. Yep, there we go. We see him coming.
All right, easy.
Here he comes.
Easy.
All right, let him shake his head there. Yep. There we go. There's what a striper looks like, boys and girls. Yep. He might make the slot, baby.
Right back.
Woo! There we go.
That's what they
Very
look
nice. Show him the chicken dance, baby. Show him the chicken
like.
dance.
That's what they look like.
There we go.
That is a beauty.
Yeah, Captain John did a good job, set us up on these stripers, and he had a lot of knowledge about where they was at and knew how to get them. So you can see here, he put us on them, and we were getting them. Turn blue when they're distressed on the hook. They're not the same green as they were. I didn't know they did that. It's interesting. But you can see the green still on their head. It's just as green. No different. Unique. Good unique, Captain.
Yeah, they're green in the water.
Yeah, we'll get them out. There we go.
Back up.
Yes, sir.
Don't lift up. Just back up.
There we go.
Whoa! I got it.
There you go.
Hello, baby.
Just a baby. Yep. Felt good though. All right, Uncle Dave fans, we didn't get any keeper stripers, but we sure caught a lot of stripers. The slot limit is between 28 and 31 inches. We had the close one like 27 and 3/4 inches, but a lot, we had 24s, 26s, but we had a blast catching these stripers. All right, Brenda's hooked up with another striper. Get this pole down here. Let's see if we can get him on film here. All right, here's my girl. She's reeling for all she's worth here. Let me get over here behind you here. See, my buddy George got the net, and she's got a handful of striper here. All right, see, he's fighting good. He's coming up. Come on around, baby. There you go. Get this thing. There's a pretty one, baby. Up. Pull her up, baby. Walk back a little bit.
Back up.
Yeah. Uh-oh, come on, George. One more time. Here he comes around.
Here he comes.
There he goes. We still got him. Here he comes. That's a nice one. There we go. Good job, George. There we go. Another beautiful striper. These are some nice ones. Ooh. Good job, honey. All right, Cap, let's see what we got there. Oh, that's a beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. All right, you guys, here's Brenda with another dandy. That was a 27 and 3/4 incher. We thought for sure it was going to be in a slot. You also get to see some seals out there. These were, I guess, gray seals. They're about 300 or 400 pounds. You don't see very much of it, but there's some really nice things to see. Moved in a little closer to these seals. They don't seem to worry about us at all. You can see them there. They're pretty good sized animals. Pretty awesome. And if you look over there, there's 2 or 3 more coming this way around the corner. And they're kind of all coming up here together. So yeah, you can see them all poking their heads up. We're not seeing much more than just the top of their heads and the curl of their body when they go back down, but it is something to see. Be anxious to get it on video. Okay, Uncle Dave fans, we followed the coastline around those rocks. We ended up running into Good Harbor Beach, and there on Gloucester, Massachusetts. Our second trip, we stayed up the hill right over there behind it, and we came down the road. We actually came out and walked on the beach and went and saw it and saw the tide change. It's a really nice place to visit. All right, Aunt Brenda's hooked up again. We see here he comes. You can see him underneath there. Barely, but there he goes. He's going down. Let's get Brenda over here. Watch her mama's face. Come on over, baby. Get over so we don't get in the boat on you. Chinese fire drill. All right, let me get back over here. I'll get the best shot. Here he comes. Raise her up, baby. That's a good one, baby. That's going to be awful close. Good job, Captain. Good job. There we go. There we go. Good job, baby.
That's a big one.
That's a nice one. That is a nice one. Whichever one, that's right. Striper anyhow. Woo! That's number 5 in the boat. And we've missed, I don't know, 6 or 7. So here we go. What a day. All right, thanks to Captain John and his first mate George, we had a blast catching those stripers, and we just had a good time seeing things. And thanks for the educational video too. He showed us this castle here and told us a big story about that. And we actually came back on a second visit. We visited that. While you're out there, you need to stop by the Fisherman's Memorial and see that, get a picture. It shows all the names there for like a 300-year period of all the people that perished at sea. So it's nice to go by and visit it. Just give your respects while you're there to all the people that came before us that were fishermen and made their living in the sea. But anyway, we had a great time out there in Gloucester, Massachusetts, and we are ourselves now harvested a bounty from the sea, the ocean there. So give old John a call. Here he is. They're at Tuna Tail Charters. He'll put you on them stripers and also give you a good little history about the area. So I'll leave you with a picture of this striper here. All right, Uncle Dave fans, I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, we showed you some striper fishing, and it was pretty good. A lot of boats that go out don't catch very many stripers out there. It's sure enough a technique. And those live mackerel really work well. And that clear water, seeing those fish come up and grab those mackerel, chase them like that, is just amazing. So if you get a chance to do that, I suggest go out there and do that. There's a lot of charter captains right there out of Gloucester, and a lot of them, look them up. You can look them on the web there. There's a bunch of charters that would be more than happy to take you out chasing those stripers. They catch cod. They do a lot of bouncing, bottom bouncing they call it out there. And also they do the giant tuna fishing right there out of Gloucester. So I tell you what, stay tuned for part 2 of this trip. Well, actually we end up coming home and going back. But it's going to be part 2. And just for a little hint, that giant tuna fishing, me and Brenda went back. We're going to show you something you ain't never seen. All right? So stay tuned for part 2 out of Gloucester, Massachusetts, and thanks for watching.